Hi, this is Matthew Pearson from Zone 1 Hearing.
And I'm Lee Fletcher from Regain Hearing.
And today we'd like to talk to you about the Audéo Marvel 90 rechargeable model.
Quite lucky to get the rechargeable model.
We were indeed.
So, this is a nice traditional Phonak case. They've had this a while. I really like it. Most manufacturers now have gone down the Apple route of cardboard. This is nice. This feels premium, you know. They're a premium product. So, here's a nice gold case. I've always liked these as well. I'll let you take that.
Sure. So just take one of the hearing aids out to show you. So you can probably see there, it's in that sort of gloss white colour, very premium, very sort of nice substantial feel to it. Nice rocker switch on the back there, completely redesigned receiver or loudspeaker. So just pop that back in there. Very easy to identify as well now. That's been a criticism in the past. So much easier to know which is which, red for right and blue for left.
So they've changed the design quite radically. Never had a gloss white before. So the receivers were always a problem. They needed changing quite often. They would be the only thing that would really go wrong with the Phonak hearing aids. So they've listened to us, which is nice.
Absolutely.
They've taken our feedback from all the independent audiologists and changed the receiver design. I think it will outlast previous models pretty much. So I'm going to show you how this fits. So it's this is the speaker. Here's the microphones here at the top, and I'll show you how this fits into an ear. I'll just take our client again. So this will go in here. This wraps over the top. So the speaker goes in the ear. This is so neat. The design is far superior than it used to be. It's it just disappears. You know, I know this is white against a white background, but it's it just seems to fit well.
And of course we would have a little rubber dome on there, but just for demonstration purposes, that's how it fits into the canal.
Absolutely.
So what is new about the Marvel compared to other hearing aids? Well, it's actually an MFA hearing aid. So what is that, I hear you ask? MFA means it's made for all. So if you've got a Bluetooth equipped mobile phone, you can connect to it. So in the past, the iPhone sort of community has been very well catered for with hearing aids. The Android community, not so much. But if you've got an Android phone, you'll be able to take phone calls directly through the hearing aids. You simply press the button and speak. If you've got a Windows phone, an old Doro flip phone, you can connect to literally billions of different devices all around the world. And actually some things that you can't connect to with a made for iPhone hearing aids, such as an iMac, you can connect to Surface Pros, all sorts of things. So that's a really nice feature.
Yeah, it's different. It's the only product out there that does this. So this is absolutely groundbreaking. Again, quite exciting for us. Maybe not for an end user if they don't particularly spend a lot of time on the phone. But if you do, or if you just can't hear on the phone, it's phenomenal and easy to use.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to previous products. It's a little complicated. This just connects. Once it's connected, the reliability is a lot better. So we just really like that aspect of this. Talk about the charger. Now, this is exciting. Such a geek. But I'm going to open this box here. Now, rechargeable hearing aids have been an issue for a while and the bane of our lives. This is different. Not the first to bring out lithium, but lithium rechargeable hearing aids are more reliable. You don't have to send them back, which is nice. And this is a lovely little case.
Fantastic.
So easy to see which one to put in here. You just drop it in and it charges. Simple. Now, previously with Phonak products, you have to press a button to switch it back on again. These you don't.
you simply remove the hearing aid and it will be switched on by the charger. So of course, with the receivers, Lee's just demonstrated there is a way of securing them. But yeah, I mean, obviously, when you take delivery of those, they would be very securely fastened.
I'm going to make a point of this
in the aid.
I really like the fact that if there's a problem with these hearing aids, it tends to be the bit in the ear. As you saw, I took out the receiver from the aid. It wasn't locked in place. Now, this is very easy for us to change. And this is the part that goes wrong. So if you've got good aftercare from your audiologist, you just change the receiver if you ever need to. And it tends to be the bit that goes wrong. You don't have to send the whole thing back. It's far better
Yeah, and in the hearing aid, typically if that needed fixing just before Christmas, you could be without it for several weeks or any other holiday time. So this really is much more convenient, means you are without your aid, for the absolute minimum of time if it needs repairing.
That's small as well. For a lithium hearing aid, that is
lithium
small.
ion battery is very small and compact.
I just love the way it feels, Just it feels like you have premium. Even if you don't for 90, we keep reviewing the premium range because we like the premium range. But obviously, people have different budgets. They go right down to 70, 50, 30. They all look like this. The technology is the same. It's just how well they sound and what you need them for. But it feels premium. Yeah, absolutely. Now, another feature is the automatic within the hearing aid. So it's called AutoSense OS, or operating system. So what we found with the Phonak hearing aids over the years is that you need to interact with them less and less in terms of pressing buttons and twiddling knobs. It's effectively like having a very premium motor car, putting it in D for drive, and actually it makes a better decision than you're likely to. And it's the same with the Phonak. What it will do, it will blend different environments when you go into a situation to create a unique program for that situation, so you hear as well as absolutely possible. One example is if you go into a noisy restaurant, once the hearing aids recognise the speech and you're in a certain level of noise, it will take an omnidirectional response and then go directional and then super directional. So one example, or one way of describing that would be, instead of having a light bulb with very diffuse light, it's like having a torch where it's a focused narrow beam. So that's been proven over the years with Phonak to be effective in those more challenging listening environments. There's different ways of doing things. So manufacturers all have their ethos and their way they think about noise reduction, and Phonak have got it right. Okay, so it is noise reduction. They're trying to take away noise to leave you with the speech, slightly different from other manufacturers. But it does leave you with clear speech and takes down the noise. If that's unnatural, we can make adjustments. That's what I love about it. There's so much functionality in the software. So if you're saying, this isn't quite right for me, or it feels like I'm cocooned, we can give you back some of the noise if you want to feel more involved in the conversation, in the whole atmosphere. Some people want to be able to hear everything around them. Some people don't. Couldn't care less about who's talking over there. Other people want to listen into that. And you can with that.
Yeah. And another great feature is the text-to-speech feature. So some patients, even with the best technology, would still find it challenging to hear a conversation, even if it is streamed into both ears. So now in real time, from today, there is an app launched which will allow you to see what the other person on the other end of the phone is saying in real time in any one of 80 different languages. So that's exciting. That's something new. We requested
That's
Phonak.
The future.
Yeah, we requested Phonak to do many new things, but that wasn't even one of them. They've gone over and above our expectations with that app.
One thing that we have had interaction with Phonak, a questionnaire about 2 years ago now. What happens if somebody needs attention pretty quickly? So we can actually remotely program people's hearing aids now. And no one else can get involved in that. If you're my client, I can program your hearing aids. No one else can, but we can link through an app. FaceTime. So we can talk to each other. I can see if you haven't quite got the hearing aid in properly. So that's your problem solved. But more often than not, we maybe have to turn up a little bit, make some changes to the sound. Now I can do that from in my office. You can be elsewhere, you can be abroad, and we can do this. If you've got a real emergency and we need to maybe make some changes, how convenient. No one does that.
So it's as if you were in the same office. We can do virtually everything that we could do in the office remotely. So you've got the convenience aspect, you've got the fact that it minimises travel, it minimises inconvenience for you, and you get the quickest result. So it works very well for both the audiology practice and the individual wearing the hearing aids. So that is a phenomenal feature which I've seen working firsthand, and I'm excited to have available to me.
Yeah, as long as we've fitted these products properly, correctly, gone through all the testing, there's quite a lot involved in that. We have to continually retrain. And again, we need to learn ourselves, which we have done. So we're confident in this. It's nice to have the ability to actually give people what they ask for. And up until this year, it's been tough.
I mean, there's actually many new features. In fact, 8 new features that have been launched with this product. But I think, rather than making this a feature-length episode, what we'll do is we've hopefully given you enough information for now. If you're, if you like, auditioning premium products at the moment, and this is about as new as they get, I would say definitely needs to be on your shortlist. When you go to see your private independent audiologist, they'll share with you all the great features that have been unrolled and unraveled with this great new aid.
That's our job.
That's our job.
We pick the aid for the person. If you're truly independent, we can choose what we like
from across
based on
all the manufacturers,
based on what you tell us. So it's got to be right for the person. We kind of make those decisions, but with you, we'll tell you why we're doing it. I'm not going to select something because that's what we're paid to give you.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it. That's pretty much.
I think that's pretty much everything. So make sure if you can actually get hold of a pair to give them a try. Yeah,
they're hard to get hold of right now.
Hard to get hold of right now, but we've got a pair here, obviously. So, this is Matthew Pearson from Zone 1 Hearing.
I'm Lee Fletcher from Regain Hearing.
Signing out, and what we'd like you to do is, if you've enjoyed today's content, to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, and press the button for notifications so you can hear more messages as we roll those out over the coming weeks, months and years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.